Hi guys, this is Becky again with MU Pre-Employment Transition Services, and I thought I would come up with an activity for you today that not only is an employment activity, but is also a good activity that you can do at home right now. Um, Actually, it happened because I realized I needed to take care of all the extra coins that my husband empties out of his pockets every day. I keep it in this gigantic jar, and it was just getting full. So I thought, it's time to do something. So first, I thought I would just go ahead and put them where I always do. But then I thought, you know what, I could come up with a money sorting activity. Um, I was trying to think, for our kids, when you sort money, you get your kids to focus their attention on certain sensory characteristics of different objects, the coins. They're focusing on the visual appearance of the coins, the textures of the coins, the weights of the coins, the sizes, the dimensions, the colors, the smells, the relative sizes of the coins, and the sounds that they make. Um, Also, your child is making a purposeful decision based on that sensory information that they're feeling. So they have to make that decision of where does this coin go, and that actually I have read can establish new brain nerve pathways, which is really kind of cool. Um, I found a money sorting mat um, that you can see. Um, Basically, it's just got a place for the pennies and it's got a picture. It also says 1 cent, which is a good thing for our kids to associate with money, is what their values are. A nickel, 5 cents, the dime, 10 cents, and the quarter, 25 cents. And they have pictures of both the front and the back of the coin, which is good. So essentially, you need to have a bowl or pile of coins that you just have in the house. I've got my gigantic bowl here, and they will just pick up one of the coins out of the dish and place it on the money mat in the place where it belongs. I'll go ahead and I'll put one on each one, and I'll show you what my mat looks like with each of the squares covered. Ta-da! There it is. Do you see that? Oh, whoops! I'm not a very good filmer, am I? So there are the coins on their mats. Then you just have them continue. I thought, if a student has a job at a place that sells things, if the student has a job at a restaurant, let's say, and even if they're bussing tables, usually they have to take the tip off of the table. Now, some restaurants, they just take the tips and put them all together in one night. But if the student had to put the money in the cash drawer, they would need to know how to sort the coins in each of the little sections where each of those coins are. So you just have them continue until they're finished. Now, I'm going to send you this money sorting mat and an attachment in the email. However, if you don't have a way to print it off, don't worry about it. Go ahead and get 4 bowls out of your kitchen. And now I happen to have these little white, they're called ramekins that I used. And for my students, I like to put a penny in one, a nickel in one, because you're giving them like a visual example of what to match to. And then you're going to put a dime in one and a quarter in one. And then they're going to have to go, every time they pull one out, they'll decide, which one does it go into? Oh, it's brown, it's small, doesn't weigh that much. Oh, it goes with the pennies. Ooh, this one's a little bit bigger. The sides are smooth. It's not as big as a quarter. It's bigger than a dime. And it's silver, not brown, like a penny. So it must be a nickel. Then Ooh, this one's really big. Now, it has ridges on the edges. It's the biggest coin of all. It must be a quarter. Then a dime has ridgy sides. It's the smallest coin and it's silver. So you would boink, sort it with the silver. Now, the nice thing about these kinds of bowls is they kind of make a neat sounding noise as the coins hit. So your kids might like that. But sorting coins is a really good skill for a lot of reasons, employment-wise, education-wise, brain-wise. And, plus, if your student is going to get a job, they're going to earn money. And they're going to want to need to know how much their money's worth, what these coins are, what they mean. So, in all ways, they're going to be gaining something by doing this. Plus, if you decide to take these coins to the bank, they do have these new machines now where you just throw all the coins in. But back in the old days, we used to have to sort them out and put them in a roll, and so they had to be all quarters, all nickels, all dimes, all pennies. Wouldn't hurt for the kids to experience what that's like, and they'd be helping you out. I always find it's kind of fun when you have a bunch of coins and you take them in and cash them in, and then you find out how much money you've got. And it just seems sort of like a bonus, but you always had it around. You just didn't think about it. So that is a good activity for you to do at home. I am going to take a break here for a minute, and I'm going to do a dollar matching activity. I may or may not be able to send you the attachment to this, but it's the same basic idea. You could just take your dollars and lay them out. The 1, the 5, the 10, the 20. If you're lucky, 50, 100. I don't have any of those, but and just have your student sort them out in piles. And, if you want to go with counting, you can certainly do that too. But hang on, I'll be back in a minute with the dollars.